This is shockingly messy. When I look at this, I see sort of like there was a plan in place to, make the DP feel left out, actually alone. All of these are handlers, I assume are handlers, people not at his caliber. He looks defeated. He's not, by the way, he's not defeated. He looks defeated. What for me, this state, as I was looking at this over and over again, I saw him, his body language weakened him, how he stood, he almost looks like you want to pity him. And that did not do him any favors. But look at that staring vacantly, staring in one distance. It was probably fashioned that way, whether deliberately or not. The way it looks, it was very, whoever was trying to be clumsy really did a good job at it, because this is clumsy. I don't even think the president acknowledges him. Look at the quality of his clap. He's stand away, then he does that, then he checks himself. Look at that, just look at that again. Look at where his hands are, then he claps very weakly, because we can't look at it in isolation. We need to look at it in the context of their relationship. These two have had a bromance, so to speak, but now there's a lot of, it's like a fighting couple. They're both very tense. Even the president is tense here. Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga seems to have moved away from them and told them, okay, your problems, you deal with it, There was also the program, how he was listed in the program. It seemed that former Prime Minister Raila Odinga spoke just before the president, or at least one person before, or at least spoke after the deputy president, and that does not happen. Protocol-wise, what I understand is that the deputy president is the last person to speak just before the president, and is the one who invites the president.
Shida ambayo iko kwa serikali ya Jubilee hiyo watatatua kando yao. Sisi tuko ndani. Hiyo ni yao hiyo.
Look at the selection, and let me answer that question based on the selection of whoever they chose to MC this event. They chose the loosest cannon they could find. Actually, there's the clip that's going around where the president is very amused, and President Ruto and Deputy President Ruto, is just cold, because Honorable Junet has talked about how they are not party to the problems in Jubilee, and the president just laughs. It would have been okay if they both laughed. That would have said, okay, we're together in this. But that he laughed, and Deputy President Ruto did not. That is what we saw. We saw the hostility, we saw the even resentment, I dare say, that has built up between these two. When Senator Murkomen comes in, it is like he now is the mouthpiece for the frustration of the deputy president, because he spoke with a lot of emotion and completely now removed any doubt that these guys felt weakened, because there was a lot of booing, there was a lot of, and he got very, very emotional and stirred up.
In the history of our nation,
when he stood up to speak, in my view, when I was looking at it and when I was listening to him, I felt that he gained some power, then went on to actually speak, and spoke with a lot of clarity, and spoke without stuttering throughout. For somebody who had gone through what he had gone through, that is a cap on his feather. That is a cap on his feather. It speaks to him as a very strong communicator. It also speaks to him as someone who's able to quickly gain ground. It's also a critical moment for him, because how he handles this going forward will be very important. However, as much as I think he did well, I don't think that his team did him any favors. I think his team ought to have been prepared for this sort of thing, and they ought to have covered him so that he doesn't look weakened.